The text arrived at 6:42 p.m. Plans changed. You're not coming on the cruise. It's for family only. I stared at the message until the words blurred together. Family only. Interesting choice of words, especially considering I'd paid for the cruise, the flights, the hotel, every last expense. I could have called him, asked why, maybe even begged for a place at the table I'd built myself. But that's not who I am anymore. I've learned that silence can cut cleaner than any argument. So I set down my phone, turned off the stove, and sat in the dim kitchen, listening to the clock tick against the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. With every second, something inside me hardened. There was a time when I would have done anything for him. After his mother left, it was just the two of us. He was 10, small, angry, and too proud to cry. I worked double shifts, fixed his bikes, cheered at every school play, every game, every heartbreak. He once called me his hero, said I held the world together. Maybe I did, and that was my mistake. I made it too easy for him to take it for granted. The first signs came quietly. A missed birthday call, a text left unseen, excuses that smell like lies, busy, forgot, next time. Then came the requests, always for money, short on rent, need help with the car, just until payday. And like a fool, I gave in every time, because I thought that's what love was. A slow act of self-erasure disguised as generosity. Until that text, family only. That's when I realized I wasn't family anymore. I was just a bank. I didn't shout, didn't cry. I planned. That night, I sat at my desk sorting through files, deeds, accounts, joint cards, every thread that tied him to me. By dawn, I had a plan, clean, precise, irreversible. He would never see it coming. First, I called the bank, reported every card in his name as compromised, fraudulent activity. They froze them immediately. Next, the house. He'd been living there rent-free for 2 years. The one I built after his mother left, the one I let him borrow. It was still in my name, so I listed it. Cash sale below market, gone within a week. Then I vanished, changed my number, closed social media, moved across state lines. New address, new silence, no announcement, no explanation, just absence. He left for the cruise a few days later, with his girlfriend, his mother, and her new husband. The real family, I suppose. While they posted photos of cocktails and sunsets, I watched the house keys change hands, watched the balance at my account. For once, I didn't feel guilt, just a strange, cold clarity. When he came back, the storm began. Dozens of calls. Then the messages, frantic, confused. Dad, my cards aren't working. Why is there a sold sign on the house? Where are you? I didn't respond. Not yet. A week later, 2 police officers appear at my door, calm, polite. They said there had been a complaint. My son claimed I'd stolen his inheritance. I showed them the paperwork. Every deed, every signature, every date. All legal. All mine. The younger officer glanced through the stack, then looked at me. Seems clear, sir. When they left, I sat back down. Alone again. But this time, the silence wasn't heavy. It was clean. He found me eventually. They always do. 3 months later, he showed up on my porch. Thinner, angrier, still dressed like a man who thought the world owed him something. He didn't knock. Just shouted to the screen door. You ruined my life. I looked at him. Really looked. The same eyes that once looked up to me were now filled with entitlement, rage, blame. I stepped closer. No, I said quietly. I just stopped financing it. He froze. And in that moment, he understood this was revenge. It was release. I closed the door before he could answer, watched his reflection fade in the glass. He stood there for a long time, maybe waiting for me to open it again. I didn't. I poured myself a drink, sat by the window, and watched him walk away. Down the road, past a mailbox with a name that no longer meant anything to him. He never came back. Sometimes I think about that cruise, the laughter, the family photos, the empty seat that was supposed to be mine. And I smile, because while he was out sailing calm waters, I was burning the bridges behind him, one signature at a time. When the tide turned, there was nothing left for him to come home to. No house, no money, no father waiting at the door. Only the echo of his own words still hanging in the air. It's for family only. And for the first time in my life, I finally listened.